Hey guys, welcome back to Brian's Mysteries and Adventures and Trail, and today we're going to be talking about bounce boxes. But before that, I just wanted to mention that I am going to be making a series of shorter videos going over individual gear pieces, and then I will also be doing longer videos with a cumulative view of the gear. Just some people were saying that they prefer short videos, some people want longer ones, so I'm going to try and mix it up, but I just wanted to let you guys know that's why some of my videos have been shorter, and some of them moving forward will be longer with the gear, and my mystery videos will tend to be a little longer just by nature. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Today we're going to be discussing bounce boxes and what I carry in my bounce box and what I recommend for people that want to carry a bounce box. I think it's a great tool. I think it allows people to carry more stuff without carrying it. And what I like to do is I like to carry things that I know I'm going to need when I get into town, as well as gear that I might need to replace, really worn down gear. So for example, I'll carry an extra toothbrush, some extra dental floss, and these kind of things. I like keeping it all organized too. I just keep it in separate little bags. For example, I'll carry some electric, in my electronics, I'll carry like a few extra cables, maybe a few little extra things for my phone. So just in case I run out, I will have them when I get to my next stop. And generally, I always tend to ship to post office. I like to ship to post offices because if you can't make it into that town, you can simply call the post office and have the box bounced ahead to your next waypoint. Now, occasionally I have shipped a bounce box to a motel or hostel that I know I'm definitely going to be staying at, and some of them will work with you if you need to bounce a box ahead, but it's much easier to work with the post office and call them if you do need to bounce the box ahead. But a common misconception is that a bounce box requires you to go into town, so if you don't want to go into the town, you're stuck. This is not true. You can call them and bounce it ahead without going in. But definitely make sure you do your research on this, because there are some motels and hostels or hotels or stops that will not bounce boxes for you, that won't accept packages or will. So it's definitely something you want to check out. I will say the Yogi's Guide is very good about going over that, which will, which won't. And I should obviously mention that the bounce box is different than a resupply box. I will be probably sending about 2 resupply boxes with various food items and things like that, and I will be bouncing 1 box ahead of myself. Now, in certain situations, I might have to up that to another box, but that's the plan. Now, some of the things that I take in my bounce box are, I ship myself packing supplies, because a lot of the places, they'll actually charge you for them. So I put in a roll of tape, packing tape, I put in some of those label things, and also, and this one's a really important one, is detergent, laundry detergent. I put those little tabs in a plastic bag so that when I get to town, I don't have to worry about buying a thing of detergent, because usually you have to buy the whole box or the whole container. Some laundromats will have little individual packets, but they're usually ridiculously expensive, and it's just one less thing you have to worry about. I also, in that box, will have a little bottle of biodegradable soap, and that little thing to the left there, I keep that in my pack. That's like a little vial that I can use a little bit of soap if I get a bad blister or some kind of cut. I at least have something to clean it up with, and this is completely 100% biodegradable soap. So just something that I do and like to have, and in the box I have that bottle so that I can refill my little thing if I need to. And actually, while we're on the topic of those little mini bottles, these are a great option if you just want to carry a little tiny amount of something, whether it's a cream or a lotion or whatever, little medicine. These are from Lightsmith. I'll put a link in the description, but they're wonderful because you can carry whatever you want, and that way you don't have to carry the whole bottle of something. Just a suggestion. I thought I'd mention while we were talking about them. Now, also in my bounce box, I carry a spare water filter, an extra knock bag, and some of those emergency water pouches. And again, I know this might be overkill, but I like having the extra filter. That way I don't have to worry about buying it or ordering it. Because some of those little towns, especially in the desert and area, yes, you can order stuff online and have it shipped for you, but that usually requires an extra day or two. And generally speaking, you're probably going to pay a lot more for whatever it is in these little towns. And that's fine, but again, this is just a way to save some money and some frustration. Now in my little personal hygiene kit, I have some deodorant, another toothbrush, some floss, some extra chapstick. I like having the deodorant so that when I'm in town I can clean up. And I also carry this little beard oil and a razor. This beard oil is the same thing as like a shaving oil, so it's great. You don't have to have shaving cream, and I like having a razor so I can clean up in town and then ship that ahead. So the next town I can do the same thing and I don't have to keep buying a razor, etc., etc. And then moving on to clothing, I carry in the box several pairs of new socks, a fresh pair of underwear, my extra pair of pants, hiking pants, and an extra town shirt, things like that. That'll all depend on what you guys like. I also carry extra medical things like extra moleskin, some itch relief things, you know, whatever you carry in your med kit, but extra or that you don't want to carry in your med kit. And then I also carry extra wet wipes in the box, an extra roll of toilet paper, some tissues. And again, a lot of this stuff is just going to come down to personal preference, what you want and what you need and what you think you'll need. And yeah, to me, it's just a great thing. That way you can have things ahead of time and fewer things that you'll have to worry about buying in town. And that's actually the biggest thing, because I will say that buying certain things in town, no matter what it is going to be a lot more expensive. I'd never been to California before, and I was just amazed at how expensive certain things were. So this is just one way to sort of save yourself some time, some money, and be a little bit more prepared. But again, it comes down to each individual person and preference. I will be making another video on my resupply boxes and what I'm planning on sending, because last year I sent way too many. Yep, all these boxes I sent, I ended up having way too much stuff, way too much food and things I didn't need, so definitely doing different this year. And as far as the boxes, one suggestion is that on any of your boxes, write your names on all 4 sides. A lot of places actually require that, and it also be a lot easier for the post office or whoever to find it. Also put stickers on it, anything you can find. It just makes it a lot easier for when you go to pick up the boxes. Anyway, I'm sure I forgot things, and the bounce box and all this stuff is ever growing and ever evolving, so thanks again for watching, and hope to see you again soon. Hey guys, so thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and I'm sure there's things that I forgot in the box, but again, a bounce box for me is just things that I don't want to carry in my pack, but I want to have in town, or maybe need in my next leg of the trip. So it's something that's ever evolving and ever changing, but it is something that I like to do, and it's just going to come down to personal preference. And I will be making another video about resupply boxes. And please let me know if you guys have any suggestions on cases you'd like me to do or videos. So I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments. Thanks again.